bookish friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. Today I have my June book haul, and I'm gonna say it's pretty tame. There are two books that I have, but that's getting like a review type of video because they're special editions, but I'm not counting them for this book haul. I am counting, so I have four books, and I got them in the month of June. Now, I did order books that are still coming that have not came yet, so they will go in July's book haul. So let me just put that here. One of the first books I got when it got released was Behooved. The Kingdom of Fate is Riding on Them by I don't know if I can say that. Stevenson? Alright. Bianca knows her duty comes before her heart. So when the threat of war looms, she agrees to marry the neighboring kingdom's heir. But not all royal weddings are fairy tales. Prince Eric, Bianca's betrothed, is cold, aloof, and seems to hate her on sight. To make matters worse, on their wedding night, an assassination attempt goes awry, leaving Eric magically transformed into a horse. Bianca does not want any bride in this situation would do. She mounts her new husband and rides away to safety. Sunset returns Eric to a human form, but they soon discover the assassination attempt is a part of a larger plot against the throne. Worse, Bianca has been framed for Eric's murder, and now she's straddled with a husband who is horse by day and freshly attractive man by night. An unexpected romance begins galloping away with their hearts. Bianca and Eric must rely on each other to unravel the curse and save the throne. So, one of my favorite books that is a YA that got picked up for an Amazon Prime. It's like Jane something, and it's by the Lady Janies, and they have this retelling as well. I'm actually really excited to see different version of this, but look at that sprayed edges, and it's just I'm planning on reading it. If you've watched the July Reset TBR, I'm planning on reading this in the month of July because I have a fun vlog idea. All right, so the next one is Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. The Cosmere novel. It is the UK cover, and I'm so excited to get into the Cosmere. This one's a standalone, which I've read the first Mistborn book. I've read his sci-fi YA, the first one. But I really want to get more into this. I do have Arkham Unbound, and there is a novella for Elantris. I don't know if I need to read the novella before I read this. We will see. But it's the capital of Arlen is home to the people who transformed into magic-using demigods by the Shroud. But the magic failed. Elantris started to rot and its inhabitants became powerless wrecks. In the capital city Kai, close enough to Elantris to remind everyone what they have lost. A princess arrives to steal a political alliance with a wedding and unite Todd and Arlen against religious imperialists. But Raiden, her husband-to-be, is dead. Still determined to fight for Todd and Arlen's freedom, Shireen clashes with the High Priest Harthon. I don't think I'm saying that right, but secrets remain in Elantris. The ruin may not yet have a role to play in this new world because magic still lives. I do have Warbreaker that has not came yet. It took a while for this to get here, and I bought this at the beginning of the month, but it's shipped from the UK. That one I bought used off eBay because I couldn't get the UK cover. So it will have to be in July's book haul, but I actually really, really wanted to read Warbreaker before I read Elantris. But if it comes, I might read it. If not, I might wait. We will see how I am feeling. Now we have, and I own this book in multiple copies, but I love Sarah J. Maas not to get this copy of Crescent City, House of Flame and Shadow. So I got the paperback, I own the hardback, and I just really need to read the series. I own multiple editions. I need to do like a reread of Court of Thorns and Roses series to start this series because I was recommended that to read. I need to read Nesta's book before you finish this. So that is what I'm going to do, but this so floppy, and I have my hardback editions. I just love Sarah J. Maas, and I probably before I die I'm gonna own multiple editions of her works. Now, the last one in this book haul, I'm actually really excited. I really want to read it soon. Let me just move the microphone over here so I could hold it up. Which, by the way, I did not know this was a signed edition. I pre-ordered this when the link was brand new before the cover was released. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I love V.E. Schwab's writing. I have read multiple books by her, and the cover is not my favorite, but I am so excited to see her take on vampires. So let's open. So 1532, Santo Domingo de la. I'm not going to finish that because I cannot say that. A young girl grows up wild and wily. Her beauty is only outmatched by her dreams of escape, but Maria knows she can only ever be a prize or a pawn in the games played by men. When a luring stranger offers her an alternate path, Maria makes a desperate choice. She vows to have no regrets. This is a story about love. 1827, London. A young woman lives in an idyllic but cloistered life of her family's estate, till a moment of forbidden intimacy sees her shipped off to London. Charlotte's tender heart, seemingly impossible wishes are swept away by an invitation from a beautiful widow. But the price of freedom is higher than she could have imagined. This, oh, I need to read that. The first one said, with Maria, the story is about hunger. For Charlotte, the story is about love. The next one is this story is about rage. 2019, Boston. College was supposed to be her chance to be someone new. That's why Alice moved halfway across the world, leaving her old life behind. But after an out of character one night stand leaves her questioning her past, her present, and her future, Alice throws herself into the hunt for answers and revenge. I am so tempted because there's so many sapphic vampire books to read some more. I have a bunch of witchy books. I want to just get started on Halloween fall reads. I want to read this so badly. The best surprise of that book was it was signed. I have other books by V. Schwab that aren't, and when she ever comes back to the US, if she ever comes through Utah, I'm going, or signing close, because I was this close. She was in, I believe, in before COVID. She had a signing not in Utah, but I think in Colorado, and I was so close. I just couldn't afford to go. So these are all the books I have hauled in the month of June. And I'm actually happy that it's small because I still have to, like, even though I've read 70 books this year so far, majority of that has been Kindle. So I need to really crack down the physical TBR. So hopefully that's it for this book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've read any of these books and you'd like to see me read them soon, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.